On Fort Myers Beach right now, and I just realized I've never actually shot a video that talks about the way in which I pack my bag. And since I'm leaving tomorrow for a 7-month trip across Fiji, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, South Korea, and Europe, I figured I would go ahead and make that video right now. Let's pop on over to my office and I'll show you what I keep with me on all of my travels. So my office is here in this hotel room in LAX while I wait to go off to Fiji. And believe it or not, everything that you see on this bag is going to fit into those two bags up there. So let's go ahead and start with everything that I wear underneath my clothes, and you'll see that I'm using some smart wool socks. These are extra thick because I typically like thicker socks. It keeps my feet warm in all conditions, and it also means that these are wool, which means that I will not have stinky socks. I can use these several times before washing. And then I also find it kind of annoying that in every video nobody talks about underwear, so I'm going to go ahead and include that. I use these 32 cool degree underwear. They're fantastic. I used to use Ex Officio, but these are just a lot cheaper. You can get them from Costco for like $3 for $10. For my shoes, I'm using these cat shoes. I picked these up in Cape Town, South Africa, because mainly I had to be on the run in case a bunch of violence that was happening spread to our hotel, and I needed a way to run effectively because most of the time when I travel, as anyone who follows this channel knows, I primarily just wear rainbow sandals. I do this in most weather down to about 40 degrees. I can walk for 10 to 12 miles in these sandals. I absolutely love them. I just picked up a brand new pair over the Christmas holidays, just for this trip for the next 7 months because they're a little difficult to find overseas. I like these ones because they're a little extra thick. Now, this hat is a marmot hat that I picked up while I was in Romania. I like it, it is super lightweight, and it really doesn't ever stink no matter how much I sweat in it. For my pants, I have to go with these new pants I just picked up from REI. They're gray, which means that they can pull off a dressy look. I typically don't wear pants unless I absolutely have to, but these are my main travel day pants because they have this nice little zipper here that conveniently fits my passport in it, as well as a couple other odds and ends like my small headphones that I typically carry. For another pair of pants, in case I need to dress up again, I have these jeans. Now, these are some of my favorite pairs of jeans. They come from Banana Republic. If you go to an outlet, you can pick these things up for like 16-20 bucks. They're called these Stretch Traveler jeans. They're fantastic for if you have to sit on a plane or a car for a long period of time because they look nice but have a lot of give. Now, for my shorts, I never really bring shorts. All I ever bring are bathing suits. I picked up these green ones from Quicksilver while I was living in southern Portugal in the Algarve and Lagos, and I've had them for about a year and a half and they held up well. These pants, however, these shorts I've had for 10 years. I got them for my honeymoon. They're a J. Crew bathing suit. I always cut out the inside mesh because I typically wear, boxer shorts with these underneath. For my shirts, I have a couple different long sleeve shirts. I'm going to be experiencing some really hot summer days. I'll be on a cruise ship as well, so I've got a Columbia long sleeve shirt. I also have a Banana Republic nice button-down short shirt that's short sleeved, and I also have a long sleeve J. Crew linen shirt. All these are really lightweight and look a little nicer, and then I have an array of different regular t-shirts as well as this swimming shirt. These are long sleeve shirts that you can pick up at most beach stores. For dress shirts, I've got these two sweaters, both from Banana Republic. One of them is wool and looks a little bit more formal, and the other one's more of what I would wear if I'm out for a long hike. Again, they cover my arms, they're both lightweight. For my jackets, I always bring two jackets. I picked up this marmot jacket while I was in a marmot store in Romania, and I absolutely love it. It's completely waterproof, it has some side pockets so it can vent, meaning you don't really sweat underneath, and it's really good on both cold and hot rainy days. But for the colder days, I managed to pick up this for Christmas. It's the Patagonia Nano jacket. It's really lightweight and it's supposed to keep me nice and warm. Haven't tested it yet. Looking forward to trying it out in Japan. For my cap, I always bring this wool cap, which is that Swedish brand that I can't really pronounce. It's wool, which means it doesn't stink up too much. It's also wool, which makes it kind of light. And overall, I just really like it. And then finally, I have this plaid shirt for when I need to dress things up just a little bit, but want to still look a little casual. For my equipment, what I have is always these Bose headphones. They're absolutely fantastic. I've had them for 2 years now. They're lightweight, they keep their charge really well, they last for about 4 or 5 hours on a single charge, and the box recharges them up to 2 times. got some AirPods, and I've got all my basic stuff that I need that goes along with my laptop, my MacBook Pro, which I've upgraded from my Alienware. It's a lot lighter and easier to carry on long-haul travel, while still being very effective for keeping up with my workload. I've got my Rode speakers. These are really lightweight and wireless. It's what I use from all my videos, especially when I'm on the go. And then I'm wanting to get into street photography, so I'm bringing my heavier, fancy camera. This is my little luxury item. It's an EOS 90D with a 50mm lens. And then for everywhere I need to go, except for South Africa, this has been a godsend. This is a whole bunch of different converters all in one. It changes not only frequency, it also changes voltage, and it's all the different adapters that you need for a whole bunch of different countries across Europe and Asia. And then I also am going to be, since I'm in the summertime in Australia and also on a cruise, I'm going to be underwater a little bit, so I want to bring this GoPro on this trip just so I can get some underwater action footage. And then for a lot of my videos, both out and inside, I use a gimbal to help keep the video stabilized, and this is just an easy stabilized gimbal from DJI. And then I keep everything supported, both the gimbal and other kinds of accessories, on this really lightweight tripod that I've had for many years. And then I always try to bring things like these ties. They just help me keep things organized inside my pack, things like cords. Now, this, guys, is a huge life hack. This is a Roku. I always bring something like a Roku anywhere I go, and the reason for that is because I can have all of my Netflix accounts, my Primes, all logged into one device, meaning when I show up to any of my Airbnbs or hotels, I just plug this into the TV and it feels like I'm sitting at home. And then finally, my pack's gonna have this Sea to Summit light bag, so I can put my dirty laundry. It's also a way that I can compress my clothes down a little bit more if I need to make room for things like souvenirs. And for my bags, I'm really going with one bag, and it's kind of two bags in one. It's the Farpoint 55 liter from Osprey. Huge fan of this bag. I had the first version of it that came out many years ago, and I've just upgraded it to this new version because I had to leave the old one in Cape Town several years ago. I like this bag because it's lightweight, it's minimalistic, I can strap things down real easily with these straps, and it also has a couple little features for organization, such as these side pockets. This is where I store my little things like a spoon that I bring with me, a fork that I bring with me, and some basic cords. But believe it or not, all this stuff fits in the bags, just like that. So if you want to learn more about the different kinds of things that I bring, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll do a deep dive on maybe the electronics or maybe some of the things like the toiletries I bring. But overall, this is basically what I bring on all my different trips, and I'll be living out of this for the next 7 months. So stay tuned to see how it goes.